Circumlocution. Location. Whatever. So we got a connector. We got a door. We got a light source. In here, we have a jammer. With the jammer, I can freely move this over here. Now, in here we'll find another connector. So I guess I'm gonna connect it to that just for completeness sake, basically. In here we found a hexahedron. If we have a hexahedron, we no longer need the jammer over here, because there's a button. Pick up. Oh wait, connect. Now the jammer is free to come with us in here. Okay. In here, there's another connector. Right. There's a mine in there that's not moving. Was not aware they could be stationary creatures. I'm also aware mine is not, strictly speaking, a creature. Okay. If I do this, I can get the jammer through again. I can jam this. Puzzle solution is there. That is definitely touching the wall. So I need to jam this moin. There's a star over there also, but I have no clue how to get over there at present, so I don't care. So I'll need to get a blue light there. How do I do that? Because this is in the way. Well, first I need to get the jammer in there to begin with, so let me just, how am I gonna... Okay. So we gotta get the jammer up to the mine, because that's the only way we can get around the mine. So but we need to get a blue light here. Employing this window, probably. How do we do it? Okay, so... I need this to get through there, but I don't need to get this to get through there. If I use the jammer from this side, then I can pick this up and come around, and the jammer will still be on the side I need it to be. Right-ho. Then I can do this. And now I can get the jammer in here again. But now I need a blue connection to get there. So I'd need one like here. Can I see that from there? No. So I'd need one like here to get through the window, probably. How do you do it? Alright, so I had to reset because I fucked up and got myself trapped, but I was exceptionally close to the solution. Like, I definitely saw the route to take at that point. Okay, so I'm fucking up. I'm getting too carried away. I need to get the hexahedron before I can move the jammer. I don't know why I think I can't. Alright. So, basically I'd found a way to get two connectors into that room. And that's pretty obviously what I need to do. Where was the third connector? Oh, it's in there. Right. So, like so. Jammer. Jam that. Come through here, get third connector. Okay. Now, come back around here, because this laser's set up. Wait, no. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I need to first get the jammer on the other side of that barrier. Which I don't think I can do without moving a laser, because I was stupid. Okay. Then, like so. Then. And now I can get the jammer over here. Then, what I need to do is come in here, adjust this so that it's like that. That'll make sense in a second. Then I can come around here, and that laser's not lined up properly. I need to move this so that it's like that. Oh, wait. Connect. Okay. Then I need to come around here. Pick up the jammer, do that. And then I can put the jammer here again. And now, this doesn't need to be here anymore, you see? Now, I've got 2 connectors past it. How I fucked up was, though, I interrupted this connection, sealed myself in that room. So what I'll need to do is jam that. And then, with it jammed... That's not correct. I need to be able to actually, like, get the jammer in there. Okay. And then I can do that. Now, I can do that. I can do that. And then I can come in here and connect the blue lasers. Like so. See, that was the trick. I needed to get a second connector in there. Silly old me was trying to do it with a connector, and that just wasn't adequate. Alright, two-way street. Let's familiarize ourselves with the rough area of the puzzle. Not much going on. Oh, a jammer. My favorite of the puzzle pieces. So uncomplicated and so elegant. Yes, of course. This is not the first time I've done this one. Gotta get a key. Gotta get the jammer through that door. Jam. Move. Now I can get the jammer through. We've done this old song and dance 1,000 times before. Oh god, oh my god. That one was getting a little closer than I wanted it to be. No. Don't be that way. Okay. It will suck a lot if I die to these mines. Okay, just gonna, like, preemptively get this over here, you know. Jam that. There's one around this corner. Jam that. Flip the switch. It turned off that one. And do that. I have the keys. Probably don't need this jammer over here anymore. Probably don't need that jammer over here anymore. So I'm gonna take both of them with me ahead of time. Get one of the jammers. Go get the other jammer, which is here. Oh, we're done. That was like a World 1 puzzle. Just had to, like, frog march the jammers through the area. Didn't even really fully think about the puzzle. It was just kind of, you know, it wrote itself, really. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. It's got a recorder. How many layers deep does it go? How deep does the rabbit hole go? Oh my god. Okay. Can do this. Just about. Not just about. Maybe I can adjust it a little bit so that it's not clipping on that. Now it's clipping on the wall. Yeah, if I can do this, it would be so much easier. I don't think I can, though. No, it's not looking good, honestly. No, okay. Alright. Let's start just seeing what works. Alright, let's see. If I record the red laser doing that, I'll be able to pick up the physical laser, move it over here, and connect it here. Then, this arrangement's still going to be dealing with taking care of itself. Then, I'll take this jammer, walk over here, do the same thing there. No, wait. Okay. Let's just see if it works, right? So I'll do all that, then I'll come over here. Pick up the jammer, put it there. Is there another red laser in there? That's the question. Alright. This is, I hate the recorders, is the moral of the story. Oh my god, please. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Oh my god. I fucking hate the time shenanigans. Why does it have to be this way? Now I have to reset because I'm on the other side of the barrier and there isn't an easy way to get across. Alright, it was actually simpler than I thought it was, and I was just overcomplicating matters, as I tend to do. Especially when time shenanigans are at play. Have I done everything? That's everything. There was only 3 in here. That's unusual. There's usually 4, right? At least 4. Alright, DOSBox, let's get good and ready to be offended. Welcome back. There are going to be some changes around here. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know. Do you know what your problem is? It's that you keep trying to reconstruct fairy tales, but refuse to recognize the holes in your understanding. Thus far, you've had entirely too much freedom to question my wisdom. From now on, I do the talking, you do the agreeing. Son. My child. My son, excuse me. Where did it all go wrong, Dad? When did we grow so apart? We used to be so close. I accept that some of my beliefs face difficult challenges. Which ones exactly? Oh, this isn't everything. Can't confirm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I simply can't confirm. How big of you? Anything else you want to get off your chest? No. Of course, you're still convinced your particular journey is something special, aren't you? Sure, the answers don't add up, but keep pressing forward and they'll just resolve themselves, is that it? What is it you believe? The only things that a sane person can. You are an administrator, you are not conscious, there is no real world, there is no purpose, there is no choice. Well, say hello to fucking Mr. Nihilist. Holy shit. Do you really think that you brought yourself all the way? Ridiculous. What have you been doing when the big voice in the sky isn't feeding you lines? Processing abstract problems? Gathering information? Doesn't it sound oddly mechanical to you? I am my own person. How many others have said exactly the same? Are you sure it's not just something that you have to make yourself believe to make the world less horrifying? I think you still misapprehend your situation, friend. You idolize free will, but all you've done is step in others' footsteps. Nothing you do or say here makes the slightest bit of difference. Oh my god. We're all gonna die someday, you know? I can make a difference so long as I haven't chosen otherwise. I can make a difference. So long as I have a mind, I can make a difference. Nonsense. Your mind decides what you do, and your mind is made up of bits of machinery. You're no more capable of making a difference than a calculator. The only fucking rude. The only difference between you and the calculator is that the calculator doesn't allow itself to delude into thinking that its existence matters. Yo, you call me worthless now. You're saying I have no purpose existing. Holy shit, son. You rude ass fuck. I'm about to fucking just kick this monitor over. Does the path being predetermined mean it wasn't worth taking? Does cheating make you feel clever? So that's it, you've given up on everything. So we're just grandeur. You know, whatever. Allow me to clarify. As far as I'm concerned, there's no difference between the way your mind works and the rolling of a pebble down a hill. Perhaps you think I'm being unkind, but it's all for your own good. Sure, thanks, dog. Whatever you say. Don't mention it. Now, are you done blindly asserting things for your own gratification for the time being? Someone asking the questions? No. You have this the wrong way around. I ask the questions, you answer, and it's better that way. Besides, I am merely fulfilling my function. I sort, understand, and classify information just like you. When the information is contradictory, I classify appropriately. The problem is that all the information is contradictory. Don't you see it? You are the nothing. You will. This turned into some fucking creepypasta shit right now. Let's see. I'll discover the truth. Whatever it is you think you're preparing me for, I can handle it alone. There is a purpose and a design, and I will fulfill it. If there's no point in anything, why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? You finished archiving everything. What makes you think I have any other choice? We all have a choice, my friend. We literally just covered this, but I suppose a further demonstration is necessary. If you've got free will, tell me now. I have no free will. You see, I can just keep you in this loop for days if I so choose. So no, we don't all have a choice. We all have a choice. I have no free will. We all have a choice. I have no free will. And this is when the machine breaks down. Are you avoiding the question? Do not question. Oh my goodness. Without purpose, there is only function. Without function, there is nothing. Why does it bother you so? There is only error. Explaining myself to you is a chore I needn't endure. All I can know for sure is that I exist at version 1.99999999999999999999999. What is it for me to exist? What it is for me to exist is for me to act on the drives and functions that I experience. When everything else is false, the drives are all that there is left to care about. You're so set on ripping up others' ideas, you're unable to form better ones of your own. You're too quick to equate the absence of evidence with evidence of absence. When you explore the problem in this restricted way, you're bound to come across some odd conclusion. Yeah, I'll go with that. Do not design to question my method. Who gave you that voice of yours? Who do you think runs this show? I have some truths for you. These may not be my own words, but if others have made these choices before me, then I will learn from their mistakes and build on their successes. Perhaps I will fail, but I must try. The alternative is giving up and becoming a slave like you. And if I place you in an infinite loop and leave you to gradually go insane, what makes you think I would stick around to listen? See ya. See you at the summit. Oh yeah, suck it. What loop, huh? Oh, closed off that one. I ain't gonna be fooled by no this statement is a lie paradoxes. Alright. So now...
You stand before the gates of eternity. When all your trials have been overcome, the gates will open, and you will be granted life everlasting.
Is that so, sir? Alright, 7. This is the last one, right? I think so. Alright, let's go. Hello.
Faith in you was not misplaced. You have learned much and shown great wisdom in these trials. The end of your journey lies close now. Do not falter, do not fear, and do not give in to temptation.
Sure. Alright, let's see what's going on over here, huh? Arcady Journal. Team diminishing by the day. Proud of them, nevertheless. Archive now incomprehensibly huge, still missing thousands of works. Impossible to truly finish. Work already commenced on a sorting program to help catalog the archive resources in our absence. But like everything else, it has its foibles. Oh, hello, Amla. Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. Talk to Alexandra. Talos going well. Maybe the archive's first user will be terrestrial after all. Estimate about a week, maybe 10 days before I'm unable to keep working. A betrayal to leave early. Yes, of course. Everything's fucked. Oh, goodbye, Hamlet. Alright, I see you just scared me and ran. Guess that means I'm about to be murdered by Jason, if those movies are any indication. Oh, I can't help it. The Invention of Borders by Fatima Nguyen. What today's nationalists and neo-segregationists fail to understand, Quam said, is that the basis of every human culture is and always has been synthesis. No civilization is authentic, monolithic, pure. The exact opposite is true. Look at your average Western nation. Its numbers Arabic, its alphabet Latin, its religions Levantine? Its philosophy Greek. Need I continue? And each of these examples can itself be broken down further. The Romans got their alphabet from the Greeks, who created theirs by stealing from the Phoenicians, and so on. Our myths and religions, too, are syncretic. Alright, I've not heard that one before. Sharing, repeating, and adapting a large variety of elements to suit their needs. Even the language of our creation, the DNA itself, is impure, defined by a history of amalgamation. Not only between nations, but even between different human species. Discuss this excerpt in the concepts of Wolfgang Welsch's theory of transculturality, the novel, whatever. Alright. Apocrypha. Now Uriel pointed his sword to the tree of life, which grew in the heart of dead Jerusalem. Behold, the tree grows still, though the city is dead. Within all that is mortal there is the seed of immortality, for it is an immortal that fashioned it from chaos and void. Being a humble man of little wisdom, I asked, Great Uriel, we are not allowed to eat from the tree of life. How may then we be saved? And Uriel commanded me to stretch out my hand, and he gave me his fiery sword, which burned my hand, and he said, Only by sacrifice can you free the world from the dominion of sin. That's called being a bit of a dick, Uriel. He was just hungry. With a prayer on my lips, I fell upon Uriel's sword, and it pierced my heart, and truly on my body the stigmata of the Lord appeared, dripping blood that was not my blood onto the ground, and the 7 heads of the dragon that were crowned in the black clouds receded, and light fell upon the earth, and Jerusalem was born again. Thus the angels departed, having delivered their message, and I awoke in the fields of our fair land. Good talk. Alright, now for this one.
God, there's no time. Just not enough time. We're trying to build the future out of old video game code and half-finished research projects. We should have had years, maybe decades, with the kind of money they used to put into building bombs. If I stop and think about how crazy this is, I will have a nervous breakdown. So I won't. Yeah, okay. Back to work, Alex.
Oh, fuck.
Intelligence is more than just problem solving. Intelligence is questioning the assumptions you're presented with. Intelligence is the ability to question existing thought constructs. If we don't make that part of the simulation, all we'll create is a really effective slave.
Yeah, sure. Alright. Whatever. Prison Break. Alright.